Kevin, Nick was praising your leadership and the way that you've led this group, with the young guys. I know you lead by example, but what extra do you feel like you've had to give this group?
I don't think I had to do anything extra, just be myself. I mean, I love playing. I like being out there. The challenge of winning is fun to me. So no matter who's out on the floor, we want to play to win. And we're all passionate about the game. It's not like I'm the main voice out there. Everybody is talking and communicating. That's what the team is about. Accepting, I wouldn't call it criticism, but just, just David Duke giving me a reminder on what I should do on a pick and roll, or same with Clax. I think we all are very receptive to, what we can do better out there. That makes a team, so it's much more than my leadership.
I asked Steve this, I'll ask you, is something collectively that the rookies are bringing giving this team some juice?
Well, I mean, these guys have been dreaming of playing in this league, their whole lives. So to get an opportunity like this, so many starters out, so many rotation players out, you get an opportunity to just showcase your games and not put too much pressure on yourself while you're out there. I mean, it's a good position to be in for them, and I'm excited that they get this opportunity. And each game is meaningful to us, no matter who's on the floor. So, they feeling the weight of each game, but also still coming in there and relaxed and free. And that's a good balance to have.
Great.
That's it.
All right, Tom.
Hey, Kevin, there's been a lot of different versions of this team over 100 games now, going back to last December. A lot of different groups, a lot of different combinations. Is there some from the coaching staff and Steve that kind of keeps everything together with a lot of different groups?
Yeah, I mean, we know how we want to play on both ends of the floor, and everybody's always engaged in practices and shoot around. So when it's your turn to step up and play, we know exactly what we want to do. And we're 29 games in, 30 games in. So, our style and our schemes are pretty much set. So it's just about next man up mentality. That's pro sports, and guys are taking advantage of it.
Alex.
Hey, Kevin, obviously you guys had that hot start in the first half and got out that big lead. Just in the third quarter, what do you think changed to kind of let them back in it, and then for you guys to close out the fourth the way you did?
I mean, you got to realize the situation we're in. We playing a lot of young players that a lot of people don't know yet. And so Philly come in here and, they feel like they're a contending team. And so they come in here a little bit more relaxed, knowing that our whole team not out there. That's just natural. So we hit them early on, and so we knew they were going to make a run at some point. They're a great team, and they got continuity. They've been together for a minute. So we knew we were going to make that run, just like we said coming into the timeout when they started to cut the lead. Like, we've been through this before in Toronto. So, we know how to bounce back from that type of stuff. And we was able to withstand that little punch and keep it going in the fourth.
Hey, Kevin, we spoke about your ability to just dribble up the floor and shoot over anybody at any time. And you did that twice down the stretch to kind of put the game out of reach. I'm just wondering how many times you practiced that shot to be able to do that in clutch moments like you do.
A lot. I mean, shit, since I was a kid, and I did that move so many times in real games, and started it's second nature to me at this point. So sometimes I settle for those, and sometimes they're good shots. I thought those two that I took were good ones, and Tobias was so aggressive in trying to contest my shots. I knew he'll try to land in he'll get in my landing area, and I was able to stay focused and knock the three-pointer down and give us a 4-point lead. So just keep working on that shot, keep being aggressive downhill, which may open up some of that stuff for me too. And it's just just got to keep playing aggressive at the end of the day.
Matt.
Hey, Kevin, Blake got a lot of opportunities kind of in the open floor. I was just curious if you guys are, designing things so that he's getting more opportunities in the short roll. Is it just because of who's out there? Is that a decision he's consciously making? Yeah,
I mean, they were trapping without even a screen sometimes when we got into a little pick and roll. So he slipped out, and they were trapping me so far outside the three-point line, trying to get the ball on my hands. I think we made him scramble so much out of that, and Blake made the right decisions all night. And he missed some open threes early in the game, and that one that put us up 7 was like, man, that was a huge, huge shot, and he took it with confidence, and that's what we're gonna need from Blake. He got to the rim, got a couple and ones under the basket, which got his 3-pointer going late in the game, and that's pretty much the formula for him.
Brian.
Hey,
Just,
Kevin.
oh,
Where's Brian?
Sorry, Brian Mahoney.
My fault.
sorry about that. Just, what's it like for you right now with all these guys out? Does it, is it sharpen you a little bit that you know that probably if you don't have a great night, not just the scoring, that you guys might not have a chance to win? Does it sort of jazz you up a little bit more than even normal in a December game?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a challenge knowing how you're going to come into the games, because a lot of these teams, they scheme for me a little different. We watch film on how teams play other opponents on defense, and I look at that film and like, they might not guard me like that. It might be something different. So I got to be prepared for anything coming into a game. A team might trap me as soon as I catch it. They may not trap me. In pick and rolls, they may trap. Sometimes they may, plan a drop. So I just got to be prepared for anything at any given time. So I try not to distract myself with anything else but just the next possession. And, and that's really my mindset when I step on the floor.
Greg Logan. Greg, you're muted.
I'll mute your mic.
Okay, Kevin, sorry. I just wanted to know, in that same vein, is playing with these kids, has it energized?
Still a kid.
Claxton said that you're definitely being more vocal. And do you think that this can pay off down the road for you guys, even though it's a tough situation now?
Yeah, anytime, guys like David Duke and Kess, Dayron Sharp, Clax, younger guys in the league, they play meaningful minutes is always good. It's always good to get to play against, set defense. It's good to play against, championship caliber defense, and it's only going to help us going forward. So getting some good minutes out of these guys against a team like Philly, against a team like Toronto, who has success in this league, it's only going to help them going forward. And I'm excited they got this opportunity. They're not too wide-eyed and nervous, and it's on us as veterans to kind of help them along the way as well. So it's been fun.
Last question, Brian Lewis.
Hey, Kevin. Circling back to Nic, I'm curious what you've seen, from him, particularly physically. Conditioning-wise, and bouncing back off of that nasty fall and finishing in contact. Have you seen him kind of improve physically, from the beginning of the year now?
Yeah, most definitely. It's just about reps, get more reps. And you play against a guy like Embiid and a guy like Drummond, 2 all-star players. Drummond's an all-star at one point in his career, and then Embiid is all-world player. So you get to play against them is only going to make you better. And I thought tonight he put pressure on him, use his speed, his length, athleticism to be, 8 for 9 and, playing around the rim, just pretty much doing everything for us. And, take that nasty fall and keep playing, that shows how tough he is.